One of the things that I find to be quite annoying about men generally, men in relationships, is how a man, if you tell him, oh, I'm going to help pay the rent, he's okay with it. If you tell him he is 100K, let's go buy a plot somewhere, he's okay with it, you know. If you tell him, it's okay, I'll pay the bills for the next 1 year, he's okay with it. But the minute you tell him you need to wash the pots and help around the house, his manlyhood is all of a sudden threatened. How dare you, you want to make me feel less like so accepting money from a woman does not threaten your manhood, but being asked to be a responsible person to do your share around the house threatens your manlyhood. This cherry picking that men do, you would think that the core of being a man is providing, but yet you will easily accept women's money, without any shame on your face. No shame. But the minute you're told to help around, oh, you're the helper, that is your work, that is women's work. Shame on you. I want to say more, but shame. Yet it is married men who are bothered by women having PhDs, by women having more business acumen compared to them. It is married men who are bothered, and even bothered by women who they are not married to. For instance, Peter Kariuki said men don't want another man in a boardroom, and his wife Julie, they're pastors, said, yeah, you can be a CEO out there, but when you come home, you have to remember to be a woman, because they are threatened by successful women. And don't forget, I posted that one. Ben Keruthi said, men hate independent women. That's one thing that they hate, yet she has a daughter. Harrison Batka is busy telling college graduates, women, that is not the most important thing that they can do. It is staying at home and taking care, looking after a man and his seeds. Because men are utterly threatened by successful women. Men are threatened when women have something, because it proves that all these things, and in fact, you'll find them saying that, it's you trying to be a man. I mean, I dare you, try to achieve as much as I can. Not most men could, If that was the case, a lot of men would be way successful, and then you'd find us women over here. Men are the one who fear successful women. So you're saying a PhD or the lack of it does not determine success in work or in marriage. Can you prove it? Can you prove it? How many people with PhDs do you know are unemployed? And also, did you know that women who are educated, one, they're less likely to get married, which is good because men are terrified of them. And also when they do get married, they're more likely to divorce because they do have the knowledge to leave when they're being abused. They have a stepping stone to leave when they're being abused. So, Mureite, for a person to be successful, you need some sort of knowledge, even if it's not a PhD. You need some sort of PhD. For you to be able to do a business, you need some sort of knowledge, even if it's not a PhD. There's no way you can open a successful business without knowing what it takes. Even if you don't have a PhD, you need that skill and intelligence. Same way in a marriage, you need to be highly intelligent, more so as a woman, to avoid being exploited by men. And also, men will only say this when it's a woman talking. If it was a man saying, oh, I have a PhD and that means I should date better, you'd be clapping for him, You'd be clapping for him. You need a person who fits in your schedule and things like that. Marriage should never be a priority for women. Because you think about it, a whole man in church is going to cheat on you. Risk your health to all these STIs and STDs. And even after he does that, the whole church, his mommy, his siblings, the entire society is going to gather around him, and they're like, it's okay, you make mistakes, and if you don't take him back as a woman, they're going to be so angry at you. They're going to be like, what? Are there men are like that, So you've left him. Are you going to meet another angel who's better than him? They're going to cheat on you, And they're like, so you're not going to forgive. They're going to ask you to pray on your knees, to accept the suffering that this man has put you through without any shame. Without any shame. If all men cheat, let me stay single. Let me stay single. Because what do I need a man for? What do I need a man for? I can have a child without a man. I can take care of myself. I can pay for my own protection and security. I can provide for my kids. And most importantly, men don't even give you fireworks in the bedroom. So what are they for? What do they do exactly? So honestly, men should not be a priority, especially since they are a liability to your health. You date a man and you've already increased your chances. Even if this man is a Christian who jumps up and down like Jesus is about to drop from heaven the next second, you're still risking your health by getting into relationships, getting with men. At that point you've just risked your health, your value, your whatever it is. You've already risked it by getting married to a man. So you're right, marriage should not be a priority. It should not be.
I still ask myself question like, what do we actually need men for? What is their exact purpose? Like when you look intensively at the situation, like what is their contribution? Because when he's in your life, he's asking for a 50-50, right? When he's in your life, you go 50-50 with him and everything. But life is not like that. Life is not like that. Life is not 50-50. You go with him 50-50 financially, and then you do the laundry, you do the bathing, you do the cooking, you do the house, everything. So for me, men, as my mom would say, Odisa guy, where do you take these things and put them? They are jealous of you, they are envious of you, they want your life, they want what you are. And if they're in your life, you're going to suffer with them.
Ladies, this is what it looks like when your man wants to be you instead of being your man. This is Money Long and her ex-husband, Ray Sean. She recently revealed that the more successful she became, the more resentful and angry he was toward her. She detailed and went over some of the things that she experienced in her relationship, including him trying to break her self-esteem by purposely flirting with women who look nothing like her in front of her face. And you can literally tell in all of the photos that I searched and saw of Money and her ex-husband, his attitude toward her is very, very apparent. But this picture is what sealed the deal for me. On the day when he should be so happy and excited to be there with his wife, he doesn't smile not once in any of the photos. You could tell he is not happy about having to carry the train of her dress. If you're still dating, ladies, I want you to give the men that you date a test very early on. And this is the test. Tell them that something wonderful has happened to you, and it should be a lie. Tell them you won $10,000 in the lottery. Tell them you got a promotion and you're going to be right under the head of your company. Tell them that something amazing has happened to you, and watch their reaction. Their reaction will tell you everything that you need to know about how your relationship is about to go.
Because this man is looking at you thinking, why not me? Why her? I'm a man. These are the things that should be achieved by me as a man. And now I'm going to look like this woman's toy. She's doing everything. She's achieving everything. And look at me. I'm following her like a puppy.